Hi viewers, welcome back to the Multimagic channel. As you know, we have been discussing some few general topics in our channel. This video is a very special video because we have a special guest from all the way from Canada, Toronto, a dear friend of mine called Vishwanath. Hey, hi Vishwanath.
Hi, Funny. Nice
Hey,
to talking to you.
hey, how are you,
Yeah,
Vishwanath?
I'm doing well.
Yeah,
Sunday night, you know.
yeah, I am bothering you a lot. Being a
That's fine.
weekend,
That's fine. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, viewers. Yeah, actually, Vishwanath is joined us today. Actually, he works for a very good company at Toronto, and he's a software engineer. And he, for the last 5 years, he's been in Canada, and I talking to him casually the other day, like how his life and all these things. So I came to know his journey is very beautiful, actually. I mean, he has gone through a lot of challenges over the last 5 years in the Canada, and he's successfully overcome all those challenges, and then he's now having a very fruitful and a successful journey in his career too. I feel like a few points were really touching, and then it will be generally useful for the aspirants or for the candidates who are actually want to go to Canada or want to do masters there or want to have a successful career over there. So I feel his journey has a very good interesting points actually. So I believe that it will definitely help the viewers and the subscribers who are all planning for the abroad studies and plan a career there. So through his journey, we will share you all the beautiful points. So I feel you will be excited in this video. On that note, we will start today's session. Hi Vishwanath,
Yeah,
did I term it correct? Like your place, all those things. Did I?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the intro, by the way. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
should thank you
Eh,
for me providing an
no,
opportunity to
no,
talk to you, and
no.
maybe this could be helpful for some of the viewers watching this video in the
Mm-hmm.
future
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
currently. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Since it's in the YouTube, yeah, you never know. But yeah,
Mm,
so as you mentioned, yeah, I can go by my journey,
sure, sure,
like starting in
definitely.
Canada. I've been in Canada, I think, since almost close to 7 years, like
Oh,
6 to 7 years.
great, great.
So I came here in 2018.
So how
Uh,
it started actually? See, let's say
so
typically
yeah,
people. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah,
See.
it's okay.
Mm.
So basically, as a typical Indian, a South Indian, I graduated from bachelor's
Oh,
from
great.
electronics and communication.
Uh-huh,
So I
uh-huh,
graduated in 2017.
uh-huh,
So I was, having some real to pursue masters, abroad, and I
uh-huh,
was actively looking on the jobs during that time.
uh-huh.
Somehow, like Canada pitched me in. Even I don't know where is Canada in the globe,
One
but
interesting
all
question
I
here.
know is, yeah.
Since you mentioned like you are from South India and you graduated. See, generally there is a norm like all the people who want to go to US and because I mean I'm just telling like eight out of
Hmm.
6 out of 10 people go there because we have a set pattern in US. A lot of references we have like lot of stories are there and then lot of relatives I don't know because
Yeah,
yeah
yeah,
because
definitely.
nowadays it became a norm like at least out of 10 people one should be in US like that. So out of all these situations, what is that gut feeling you believe that you will be the you want to go to Canada? What that gut feeling made you to decide like
Hmm.
I want to go to Canada? What really
So even
motivated?
so, just to answer your first question, I was in the same boat
Okay.
planning for US,
Okay.
but suddenly I heard there is Canada. It's close to US. At least you can cross the borders by road. And
True, true, true,
yeah, for
true.
me, like
Uh-huh.
main factors during when I was applying for different universities, I got
Mm-hmm.
different tests done. To get
Mm-hmm.
acquire some admission in the universities
Mm-hmm.
like GRE, TOEFL, all the process have been done.
Mm-hmm.
But suddenly I explored, okay, there is a new country which is close to USA where you
Mm-hmm.
feel the same thing, like
Mm-hmm.
North India.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, I would say like mostly, I think because of Trump, like, the immigration
Oh,
aspects were a
okay.
bit low, like, the acceptance,
Okay.
was
Mm-hmm.
low. I don't want to feel like negative or bad when I got rejected. Then,
Mm-hmm.
it's not, I didn't try myself.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, this could be a different perspective for me. Although I have a lot of relatives in USA, you know, I know
Mm-hmm.
the regular pattern how
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works in USA and stuff. But I thought let's give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, the second reason would be, it's bit cheaper. Like the
Mm-hmm.
tuition is bit cheaper compared to USA, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like the small market in terms of education, or for
Mm-hmm.
say in the job market as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, pros and cons when you compare
Of
different
course,
two
of course, of course.
countries. You find education in a different way.
Mm.
Especially what I've been pursued was, coursework, mostly on coursework, where,
Oh.
in USA, I believe like most of the people, seek for the thesis based, as we
Mm-hmm.
are from the India,
Yeah,
we are good at
agree.
paperwork.
Agree, agree,
We are
agree.
good at paperwork.
True, true,
And
true,
yeah, so
true.
that's why, so I thought another reason could be, why
Mm.
not will be the different person,
Mm-hmm. Understood. Yeah.
it could be a land of opportunities for
Mm.
the first man to arrive in.
Yep, yep.
Even though I'm not a first man, I've seen a lot of people moving there,
That
but it's just a strike. I just started it.
that's great actually. See, what you said, I believe like the political kind of situations at that
Mhm,
point of,
mhm,
you feel like and the kind of the process a lot of people been migrating every year to USA, and considering all these things and the strict guidelines that has been coming around USA, it's a good choice. If I am in your boat at that point, I
mhm.
definitely pick
Yeah.
Canada for the studies, and also from the tuition financially point of view, and also from the uh, coursework and the kind of workload. Maybe, yeah. I mean, as you mentioned, like that's actually a very good choice to start with. So I hope all the visa process, all things went smooth, and then
Yeah,
and
it was okay.
uh-huh.
There is a hustle for every,
Oh,
you're applying for international country. There's
yeah.
hustle. You need to get English
Uh-huh.
test done and
Ye-
apply. You don't
Uh-huh.
have a physical interview for Canada.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, during
yeah.
during my time, I think it's the same thing now.
Uh-huh.
All you have to do, send bunch of documents, all your
Yeah.
certificates, all
Oh.
your SOPs, and everything. It was bit
Mm-hmm.
easy, but comparing, the major factor where, US
Mm-hmm.
immigration,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
really scrutinize you. Although you are a good candidate, but I felt Canada a bit liberal. It's my personal,
Uh,
choice to make it, yeah,
it's okay. It's a
obviously,
uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
looking at the immigration aspect, it's easy. You don't have to hustle
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth to the visas,
True, 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 true.
and once in a shot, just apply for student, and things happen in a wrong
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
During the COVID, I could,
Yes,
say
yes,
things
yes,
later
yes, yes.
in,
Uh-huh.
coming stories, but yeah.
So, what are the top three things that you need to take care if you're applying for a student visa for Canada? Since me being personally going to US for my masters like 10 years
Hmm.
back, at that point,
Hmm.
like it is like the actually fear apart from the academic records, financial things also play a important role. So for USA, we will be having different kind of set of documents, like you need to provide the proof of funds for education loan, and then cost of living. So it's not you need to provide some kind of assurance for
Hmm.
the immigration. So is it like in a similar board the Canada, or it's like any
I
fewer
think
things?
I think I think it's a similar way.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the things,
Mm-hmm.
for living expenses, you need to show some funds,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to pay your tuition fee
Mm-hmm.
before you arrive to Canada, before
Is
you
it?
apply for a
Oh,
visa.
OMG. It's like that. Okay.
So
Oh.
that's something I don't know. Even I was new
Uh, uh,
during my
uh,
process. Okay, I felt okay. We have to pay the fees before you go to the college. We have a tendency like feeling okay. Once
oh,
you go to the college, you have to pay the fees in
oh.
person, right? That's how things work. But yeah, this is bit different.
Uh-huh.
And apart from that, yeah, regular tuition fees and living
Okay.
expenses. I think Canadian, education, like in terms of immigration, they
Mm-hmm.
introduce something like GIC, like
Oh,
it's a
oh.
guaranteed investment fund,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which usually you have to deposit a lump sum amount for your living expenses, and
Oh,
you can withdraw monthly. So that it's
oh.
a proof that showing to the government, okay, you have enough funds to live in,
Canada.
Canada doing
Oh,
your studies, whatever.
I was not knowing this point. Actually, this is a very, very new point. So, I have seen a lot
Yeah.
of people talking
I
all
think it
this, but
applies to the
yeah.
most of the education programs, like,
Uh-huh.
masters or PG.
Uh-huh.
But in few colleges, they,
Mm-hmm.
exempt from this one.
Okay, great, great. Yeah. Oh, so it's like you need to upfront put all those amount in the
Hmm,
college,
hmm,
and you'll
hmm.
like every quarter, like every semester, you kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
they
It's
they
like
will they
it's
will credit to you. It looks like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So although a good point, I think in Canada
Mm-hmm.
as a student,
Mm-hmm.
you can be working part time,
Oh,
like around
oh,
20 hours legally to any
okay.
employer.
That's actually a very good. It looks like a very good ecosystem. Yeah,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
a lot of other. I'm not sure about other countries, about especially in US.
Hmm.
Those are like there are a lot of restrictions around the work time. Like there are
Yeah.
a lot of
If
guidelines
I'm not wrong,
actually.
I think in USA you can work in only the school, particular school
True.
you're studying
Yep.
in.
On campus
So
jobs. Yeah.
legally, I'm talking of legally, but yeah,
Yeah.
apart
Yeah.
and Canadian, I think they allow a bit, good
Mm.
amount of hours so that you can sustain during your,
Oh.
school life.
Yeah, actually, it is. I think that's the way it should be. Actually, I mean, I'm even that is my personal point of view.
Hmm,
Yeah,
hmm,
because now you're financially secured. I believe you already some X amount of money is with the college, and on top of
hmm,
that, you are
hmm,
having some kind of a part time also. So
hmm.
it's good that you can balance both. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Although
Mm.
legally you are allowed to work, but it's
Yeah,
hard to find a job. That's the
yeah,
second scenario.
yeah. We'll
We
come to
can
that.
we can go in the later. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah. So after applying all the documents and you gone through the virtual interview, is it a virtual interview? The approach is sort of pure paper.
It's a paper-based interview.
Oh,
Like you
okay.
have to prepare your, statement of purpose
Okay,
and
okay.
all the, pile up all your certificates and,
Okay.
get an admission from particular college or university.
Uh-huh.
And there are, some eligibility, like, you should have certain grade to
Mm-hmm.
get an admit from this particular college or university. And
Okay.
the course compatibility, if you are doing a
Mm-hmm.
bachelor's, you have
Mm-hmm.
graduated from bachelor, you want to pursue master, the
Mm-hmm.
course should be get aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you are going to electronics,
Oh,
you should
okay.
opt something to electronics so that you have major chances of visa approval.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, even I am from
But
electronics background only. Yeah,
mhm,
okay.
oh, nice
Yeah,
to hear.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So so
So mhm.
yeah, how did you get this guidance? Like all this paperwork should be done, you should go all this set of documents. I know for I know that the time you went, you mentioned 2017 that period. So it's not people are not much aware of all this. So you on your own you try to able to figure it out all this checklist, or it is like you took any third party help in this process, just any.
So what I started with, actually you can't directly go, saying okay, I want to go Canada or somewhere else,
Uh-huh.
apply a college, right?
Uh-huh.
So you should have some base level like knowledge,
True,
like
true.
what exactly those colleges and what you
Mm.
like to pursue, right? Something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And are you able to sustain there? How
Mm-hmm.
are the education
Mm.
system, like how is it
Mm.
different from Indian education where we
Mm.
graduated, right? So
Mm-hmm.
all these things I was having knowledge from internet. And also I used to ping a lot of students who've been already in Canada, like
Mm-hmm.
online. I think it was Facebook. Now we have different social media.
Yeah,
You
come
can
on.
just use a tag to, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yeah.
now,
Mm.
yeah, no, I used to, ping a lot of people just, who are like some particular university. I used to ping them, okay, how
Mm.
is the education system there? How
Mm.
I'm able to cope up, how I can find the admission, you know,
Mm-hmm.
what are the criterias and how well you can good at statement of purpose,
Mm.
right? And
Yeah,
what you
it
need to
looks
show, all this stuff I used to backgroundly try to fetch these
yeah.
details. I have
Mm.
only few friends, like a
Mm.
known friend, a
Mm-hmm.
couple of friends I used to talk with them, but it just they've been in a different career, right? So I have
Mm-hmm.
to always see someone who is in the same field so that
Okay.
I can relate. Okay, then I was like, okay, having some info and
Mm.
some I used to do, I think, Skype calls.
Oh, oh
I
my
really
God.
forgot
I
Skype calls
was,
now. It's been, yeah.
I was
I used to
surprised.
do,
No, I was surprised, really surprised. I
yeah.
actually just want
I
to
used to.
stop you for a second.
Hmm.
Yeah, see,
Hmm. Okay.
even I have been through all these things, but from your words, you have really done a good job. Yeah, for all the viewers and subscribers who are watching, here is the key point actually. See the
Hmm.
kind of amount of background work he did actually. So, me personally, I just applied to universities who are, which friend is in which college, just apply to that university, go there and then
Yeah.
just have a wonderful life. But yeah, his perspective, his challenge is different because at that point only Canada, all these things are coming up into the picture. The way he organized himself is like he went to internet, he went to social media platforms, whatever mediums, groups, and he could able to get build the network on his own, and then he could able to get some information, fruitful information, and applied for visa, and then everything went. Yeah, I really appreciate your vision of this. This is really
Thank you.
good. This
Thank
is
you.
really
My
good actually. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
so
uh,
once
mm,
I got this knowledge, I know
mm,
I
mm.
have showed my parents, okay, saying
Oh,
I'm planning to
I think they should
abroad.
they should
Like,
they should say
where is
no.
Canada?
They should say no now because all this amount. Even I am
Yeah,
truly convinced now. Yeah. So yeah.
yeah. So
Uh, uh,
they're like, okay, where is Canada? I never heard of Canada. Then I
okay.
literally
Uh,
have to Google and show, and all you
okay.
can see is the frozen lake and all time snow.
Yeah. Actually, you touched a good point. See, apart from the process, other factors which you already said, like politically, financially, and all these aspects, you decided you to go to Canada. Yeah, when you say Canada, the first thing people get in mind is extreme weathers, extreme cold weathers.
Hmm.
I'm my bad if I told anything wrong. Whatever little,
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
whatever little knowledge I have on Canada, it is like, yeah, oh man, Canada is just like you freezing temperatures. You should put all the thermals, everything, jackets. You need to sustain -5 degrees. So, do you think is that not a challenge? While or you feel like,
It's a challenge,
uh-huh,
it's always a challenge for someone who is from India with warmer weather about
yeah,
30 degrees, right?
yeah.
It's like we are moving out of comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a hustle, like in Canada especially. I think
Mm.
uh like 6 to 8 months is winter,
Oh.
and the only you got 4 months to enjoy the summer.
Oh my God. Don't say
So
that.
the all 6 months, yeah, yeah, all 6 months you should be so positive, and you
Okay.
don't see much sunlight. The sun sets around like 4 o'clock,
Oh, okay.
so you got less hours of daytime. So,
We'll
but
discuss more. We'll discuss more on this.
mhm,
But
mhm.
yeah. Okay, yeah. But at least you took a dare step, man. It looks like you know all.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
least you know all this information. Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, okay, even I couldn't handle
uh,
20-25 degrees in India before moving
oh,
to Canada.
oh my God. Okay.
Everybody like surprised
Uh-huh.
the moment I said, okay, I'm moving to Canada. Like, you're gonna come back in a week or so.
Yeah,
So
that's
I was like, I have only one, like, one goal, like, whatever, the career I choose myself, right? I
mm-hmm.
don't have to turn back. So I was like, okay, there is only way, go forward, never come
Mm-hmm.
back.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that
actually,
kept me alive during my studies as well.
very good. So very good. So I think after talking this to a couple of points on it's like looks like you are self motivated on this Canada process already. I mean, like I personally believe abroad studies, especially if you're taking a different route other than US, there will be a lot of discouragement from the close friends, family, and all those kind of things happen. It happened for a lot of friends, and even I personally saw that lot of times. So, despite all these things, you were able to convince your parents, you did your homework, even though people say the weather is good, not good, like okay, you stood to that, you got you said okay, it's okay, whatever happened, let's go and start it. So whatever you decided, you have fixed in your mind that okay, let's go despite of. So that's see actually even I have been talking to a lot of friends and all whoever viewers, and see it's a challenge in the sense everyone feels like you are going and you will face tough challenges and then you need to overcome, you need to have a solution, you need to have knowledge. It's not like that. See, challenge here in the sense you have certain principles and you have stick to a particular journey and you want to aim for that. So whatever obstacles that is coming, how little are they, how big it is, it can be sometimes technically, it can be sometimes mentally, right? Even technically is bit easy to chat face actually. So in your case, lot of mental challenges are there, so you have to accept that blocks, like okay, Canada is good, I need to pursue masters, I can sustain weathers, I can convince my friends. See, all see, that's what I really felt when I talked to you the other day. This is not easy.
Mhm.
This is not easy. If you now you think okay, after all these 7 years you feel these are all the easiest things, but yeah, now so now yeah so now yeah, it's very good. I appreciate Vishwanath. So you took,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I
so
agree.
yeah. So now you have gone through all this information and then you have successfully applied visa. You got the visa. So I think it's the first time international, or it is like you have been to some other places before?
No, I think it's first time taking a flight,
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
I booked a flight before my visa status.
Oh,
Like I didn't wait until visa got approved.
man.
I randomly I picked a date.
Man, you
I,
have a
I
lot of confidence.
randomly
Good,
picked a
good.
date, thinking I have no
Okay,
option, have to just book it just to
okay,
save some money.
okay, good.
Booking prior. So I did it. I got my visa, and the
Man,
next 3 days, my flight.
oh man.
I
So
was like having only 3 days to prepare myself
you
to fly or no.
you got a matricular planning. It's very good actually. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. So yeah, you have, first thing you have to appreciate your confidence that you will be getting. You like you're 100% sure that there is no way to be on the other side, but good. And also that's also good part. A lot of people tend to waste a lot of money on the flight bookings that they wait until the end. It's good that you before itself like premeditated and then kind of, yeah, that's good
I would
actually.
not suggest. I would not suggest
Come on.
doing that. But yeah,
Worst case, what happens? We'll just cancel the tickets. That's all. Yeah, but
yeah, yeah.
good that you took. See, yeah, that's a gutsy. Gutsy decision actually, I would say. But yeah. So after landing to, so your flight journey. I hope your flight journey is good and then you have a smooth travel and then.
Yeah,
So after landing here, what is your first feeling? Welcome to Canada.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. You feel different for
okay.
the initial quite. I think I
Uh,
landed here around April,
oh,
where
okay.
it's close to summer, like springtime.
Okay.
The temperatures are around 10 degrees. I was like, oh no, it's too cold.
Oh, okay.
Oh, too cold. I don't know how I'm gonna sustain this. Then, the initial days, it was so good. Like, the
Mm-hmm.
people are welcoming here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, have a greeting while you're walking by somewhere. The
Okay.
initial days struggle, you don't feel it, you enjoy
Mm-hmm.
it. Like it's like, exploring a new thing which you never been
Mm.
to.
You
So
it
before the college start, you're fine. The
mm-hmm.
moment the college start, the coursework,
So
you'll see the fast paced life starts from there.
so the honeymoon period is over now. So now it's so the
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
actual abroad life starts now. So you
yeah, yeah,
landed and
exactly.
then you settled in the accommodation and then you figured out everything. So now you started your college life. So did it took time to adopt to the Canadian education system, or like of course you can, if you had no objections, you can tell which course you have been registered, like which
Mhm.
degree program you have
So
been registered for. Yeah.
so I took a program called mobile application where we design and develop iOS and Android devices,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
application.
Mm-hmm.
So like this was completely different what I studied from bachelor's. That
Okay.
was a
Okay.
but randomly I somehow felt mobile is the next future,
Yes.
because
Yes.
a lot of people moving into mobile apps.
Of course.
It's easy,
Mm-hmm.
user friendly,
Correct. Correct.
and
Correct. Correct. Mm.
I think imagine like everybody
Mm-hmm.
watching the YouTube should have been using the same mobile phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
so
True. True.
it's quite challenging,
Mm.
starting with the coursework, and
Mm-hmm.
especially for me since I'm from electronics background.
Mm-hmm.
During my bachelor's, I just have an exposure to Java, or
Mm.
basic concepts of
Mm-hmm.
IT, developing a piece of code.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly I was dealing with
Yeah.
embedded systems, or assembly languages. They were quite new for me,
Okay.
and I think the first semester was a bit easy to start with. I think
Mm.
that's how they planned
Mm.
planned it.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy, and there was no prerequisites. Like it's good to start with everybody with high school
Oh,
knowledge. Although
oh.
you need some basic Java or
Mm-hmm.
database or so and so, but it was good to start with. And the structure, how it works, it's not like you have to study and write an exam. Done. No,
Oh,
the
okay.
the first week you start
Mm.
getting your hands dirty with some code.
Oh, 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 oh.
So it always
It's.
goes with like practice, all the
Mm.
tests, design something new,
Mm.
and there
Mm.
will be exam, which is the same thing you'll be doing again and again.
Oh,
That's how usually run.
it's more of a practical rather than theoretical, actually. Yeah.
Yes,
For
yeah,
instance, if
exactly.
you whatever universities I know in USA, it's like a mix of both. But it looks like in Canada, it's a more towards the practical approach and the industry approach, and
Hmm.
less focus on theory. That is good to. It's actually a very good thing to start, actually. Yeah. So during this coursework and projects, all these things, so is there any guidance from the teachers, or of course, me personally, when I went for abroad studies, even I was not in a position to know what is what actually, which course to pick. I took my senior self, which are easy courses to start, and then for the
Yeah, so
rest of the masters, I took the moderate to tough courses. But for you, like, since you being kind of a less Indian community, let me tell like this, maybe a less Indian community in Canada at that point, and not much of seniors in that particular program. So that is also one more challenge, actually, I believe. See, that's what in Canada, every step is a challenge. Every little step is a challenge because you don't have a.
yeah.
See, let's say if you want to search anything, if you want to go anything, if you come to Google search, if you don't find anything on Google search, what we'll do? We'll start digging more like other ways. So that's what whenever your a term Canada legends comes to me, like, when you say you started 6 years back, it's all a challenge at this point. So no, any help from your seniors or any mentors, or how are the lectures are friendly? If you approach them with any doubt, are they good enough to kind of
Mhm.
take it and then help anytime, or what? Any things you can
Yeah,
do?
of course. I think I have got bit guidance from the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
So on the first day, we usually have some orientation where you
Mm-hmm.
get chance to talk with seniors.
Uh-huh.
Seniors is the one hosting this occasion. So
Oh, okay.
during that day, I think it's always good to talk with somebody, and
Yes, yes.
someone have some hobbies like you, and
Oh,
eventually you'll catch up someday in the college time,
common points.
and yeah, the common
Uh,
points, and
uh-huh.
you'll go from there, and you get a
Uh-huh.
good guidance from them. Even lecturer,
Mm-hmm.
like it was good. I think you can just talk to them casually. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to book an appointment, or it's not too crazy. Like you can just
Okay.
talk to them. They're friendly, and
Okay.
they understand. Like we moved from a different country, and
Yeah.
the things will be different. So it just
Mm.
to take some time to adapt the things.
Mm-hmm.
And initial days, yeah, I felt challenges. Everybody will have challenges during their studies. I get to that, but it was for me different because I was completely from different background. Then
Mm-hmm.
I know I need to spend more time.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Apart from others who already explore this
Mm-hmm.
area. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to spend some time after school. I
Mm-hmm.
used to
Oh.
have some little YouTube videos,
Hey, come on. Uh-huh.
all the
Uh-huh.
knowledge, and
Mm-hmm.
and especially I think you don't expect from a lecturer or
Mm-hmm.
professor
Mm-hmm.
to have everything fed up to you.
So,
it's
yeah.
it's always do it yourself, like DIY
Mm-hmm.
things. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how you learn and you explore yourself, and okay, where you are
True,
good at,
true,
where
true.
you are bad at.
It looks like more of a self-organizing thing. I mean, in the sense,
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course, inputs from the lectures and seniors will be there, but 80 to 90% is your own hard work. It's like it's your own way of dealing the things, and you prepare for everything, the project and other things. Yeah, yeah. It's good to know that. Yeah. So is the is the degree program whatever designed for it? So I believe it's a mix of coursework and projects, right? So.
So it's a PG program
Uh-huh.
where the last semester would be doing an internship
Oh, great,
at
great.
some company, or building some real time project,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm.
everybody does in the fourth year of their bachelor's in
Oh,
India.
oh,
Like same
great, great.
fashion.
Mm-hmm.
but the it was about like few to 3 to 4 semesters,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and every semester you get a chance to have something built that
Mm-hmm.
you can see,
Oh, oh,
like an app or something like that.
oh, so every semester you
So
have to build an
that,
app.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
you should
God.
include everything,
Oh my
and it
God.
goes bigger and bigger. It grows larger.
Oh my God,
Imagine
man.
the last project would be yeah, definitely.
Definitely,
it's
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 it
like
was quite challenging,
e-commerce looks like e-commerce. But yeah.
and we don't have chat gpt during that time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Don't say all those things.
So
It's
yeah.
tough actually. It's tough actually. Good, good. So you with so the project work is a group or it's an individual contribution? It's like how they design the project.
The project, there are real-time requirement from different companies, or some unique ideas. You can
Mm-hmm.
share. You can always share some ideas, and
Mm-hmm.
randomly, the lecturer, whoever, he
Mm-hmm.
gonna pick that
Mm-hmm.
and okay, develop in such a way you cover everything.
Oh,
Like you'll be touching some DB, you'll be touching some UI standards,
okay,
you'll be
okay.
touching, different
Yes.
Swift program.
Oh,
I
oh,
think Swift was really new during that
oh,
time too.
oh,
It was
oh,
developing because
oh,
it just transitioned from Objective C to Swift.
oh my God. Okay.
It
Yeah.
was new
Right,
for
right,
the
right.
lecturer who is teaching us too.
Oh, yeah. Gee. Superman, you are really super actually. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I believe it during the beginning of the interview I thought very few challenges will be there. So now after this long conversation, even every step looks like a challenging for you because see that's
Yeah,
what we want.
that's a fun, I believe. Like,
Yeah, because see, uh, uh, you touch anything in Canada, it's new for you, be it from the immigration point of view, weather point of view,
mhm, mhm.
coursework point of view, project point of view, and technical stack in the project point of view. It's it's altogether you live up all to, with these challenges, and then yeah. So so you are able to complete the project work. You put your hard efforts in completing, understanding the requirements of the project, and executing that project work. So when did you any difficulties you find during at the time of the graduation? Like you submit the report and then they evaluate it and then you graduated, or it is like so what is the evaluation process there actually?
So I think the evaluation process was bit easy,
Mm-hmm.
but the preparation process was bit tough.
Of course, of course, yeah.
Because evaluation comes where the app in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
like the
Mm-hmm.
project as an app.
Mm-hmm.
So the evaluator usually goes like a normal user. How
Oh,
you'll use
oh,
Instagram,
okay,
right?
okay,
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 you'll
I got
find
it.
something. Okay, there is a bug. Okay, this code is not ready yet.
I
You
got
should
it.
come back again.
I
So,
got it.
and I think we used to have like weekly sessions with
Mm-hmm.
evaluators,
Mm-hmm.
to analyze the things, how things are going, how
Mm-hmm.
he usually feedback, like he gives feedback on weekly basis. These are the changes you should bring up, and these are
Mm-hmm.
the things you are,
Mm-hmm.
down with. So learn these things, and you should update things well.
Mm-hmm.
And in the current industry standard, there are million tech stacks. You
Oh,
know,
ah,
we
I
can't
got
learn
it.
everything in the coursework, right? So
Mm-hmm.
personally, whatever as part of the job, as part
Mm-hmm.
of your personal interest, so
Mm-hmm.
people started to. So just pick whatever it's easy to
Mm-hmm.
learn. Always start with something easy. Then
Mm-hmm.
prolong yourself. Go pitch in the hard faced one.
Yeah,
So and
mm,
so the evaluation process was bit easy, but the
mm.
building process, it
Of
was
course,
bit tough.
of course.
Eventually,
That's great.
we were able
Uh,
to pass through it.
that's good. That's good. Actually, see, usually if you are, we are also as a part of the product, we faced a lot of things like this. Like actually, the Play Store people, App Store people will scrutinize your app, like they will test everything. Just I believe just like that, your reviewers, your committee reviewers will go through
Hmm,
each
hmm.
steps and they will kind of evaluate your app, its usage, its performance, all those things they evaluate, and then they might giving you the criteria. Oh, great, great, yeah. See now, so you graduated. So after going through all these hardships, you graduated in which year? 2000, I believe.
Around before COVID 2020.
Don't
So
say
that's
that.
how,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh my God. So
yeah, that's
now,
how entire. So I just graduated. I didn't have proper graduation ceremony. thanks to
Okay.
pandemic.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I was like
Actually,
dreaming I could show off
throw
some
your
people
hat
in
off.
India. Okay, I graduated. Yeah, exactly. But
Uh,
we were
uh,
sitting at
mhm.
home online,
Uh-huh.
just chatting, having conversation with your professors and saying goodbyes.
Okay.
That's how things
That
are.
fun
And
was
I think
missed.
yeah, the hard part, like we graduated at a wrong time because
Okay.
of
Mm.
things we didn't expect had happened. So that's another thing.
Okay. So you're kind of okay at that point, okay to grad. Of course, we don't have choice, first place, but yeah, somehow you'll feel like in the beginning, like okay, we'll be having graduating ceremony, all those things. But yeah, of course, based on situation, you accepted it. Whether off, it's an offline, right? So it's any live event happened, the graduation ceremony, or it is like
No, 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 because it was pandemic.
oh, okay,
We have to do it online, like
oh,
talking. So
oh,
not
okay,
a good experience, I would say. But we
yeah,
should stick.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't do
yeah.
much.
Uh,
When it's not safe
Sure.
out, right?
I'm afraid to ask this question now. It's because now you graduated, and then of course, like you have an online kind of ceremony, and now the job market. Even I'm afraid to ask now, like because how did you find a job in this COVID? Because yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
uh,
I
it's
think
what
it
what
was just blue. It was
it's
like
like
blank when I graduated.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you are like this. It is now like this. It's like reverse.
Yeah, it's
It's
flipped.
it's
Yeah,
it,
it
it,
flipped.
it's
It
flipped
just
as
flipped.
it's yeah. So what is your emotional how how did you balance that? How did you accept that? Okay, there is a pandemic. I know in the initial days we'll be taking in a lighter note as the days pass on. It's very soon we have seen that impact and the kind of impact it made in the worldwide. Whoever at that phase now you graduated. Now because of this pandemic,
Mhm.
there's an impact and there is no. I believe the job market also shrinked because of this impact. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what is your mental challenge? What is the trauma? Like how did
So
you
I think the moment I graduated,
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
the thing happened,
Uh-huh.
and I was like blue. Like I don't know what to go with and how to
Okay.
approach the things well.
Okay.
So initial days, I think I just kept calm for a few days.
Okay.
Just trying to be safe.
Okay.
Then I
Okay.
realized, okay, this
Uh-huh.
could be a longer.
Okay.
You don't have to sit at home.
So
Then I felt okay.
you digested the reality.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's how it is, right? So it
Uh-huh.
just something flew, and I just started applying jobs, and to be honest, like during that time, most of the industries were down. Like they don't have much sales, or
Mm.
e-commerce or whatever it may be. There are some industries
Mm-hmm.
which were doing okay during then, depending on the requirement,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But however, because of that, the entire hiring was
Uh,
got down,
okay.
and
Mm.
there could be no environment that you can work safely, right? Some type of job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
all hustle, like they don't know what to do and how
Mm-hmm.
to go with. I
Mm-hmm.
was like searching, actively searching for a few months, and I was like just to sustain myself, I was working somewhere
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
a part-time work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a hard part for everybody in the world,
Yeah.
I guess.
So actually, I mean, we once again, I should not stop appreciating you this entire video. And this is also,
Hmm. Hmm.
see, I have seen a lot of people during the pandemic, my relatives, kith and kin, in abroad because of this pandemic. After graduated, every parents are worried about their kids' health, right? So, oh my God, my son is
Hmm.
there, my kid is there. Pandemic, so come back. No, no, no more abroad. Please come back. Be in front of us. We'll take care of everything. We'll find something for you. So I heard these stories. I have seen these stories. So out of all these things, so what really made you to stick? Okay, I am in a right path. I am I what how did you convince your parents? You don't worry. I am taking care of myself. I have figured out a part-time job, so you don't worry. I will be taking care. So, what
Hmm.
motivated you? What motivated to push you towards that part-time? And then I don't know how long it took you for a job. I believe it's as per our previous
I
discussion,
think,
it's 6 to 8 months. I believe I don't know if my
yeah, yeah.
numbers are wrong.
Somewhere we can,
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
we
but
can put like
but
that.
what is the life of the 6 months? What kept you motivated? God, I am fine. I am safe. I will find a job one day. Because staying in India, doing all these activities, emotional support is required at that point. Being alone in abroad, and that too in Canada, and that too extreme weathers, and that too in like, God, I don't know. Even I don't know. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, same
Uh,
thing happened to me. Like everybody parents, call their
uh,
child, okay,
yeah,
go back, get
yeah.
back to India or something. It happened to me,
Uh,
but
uh,
luckily, or I don't know how to put it, but I just flew to Canada before COVID, like a week before.
oh, okay, okay, great.
I was like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the once I landed, I came to see this. Then for a month
Ah,
or so, I felt bad, and I just
ah,
protected myself, staying away. Then I
ah.
realized, okay, this thing could be, longer. You
Mm-hmm.
should be strong. I know
Mm-hmm.
it's hard, but I was just working on myself.
Mm.
Cooking something, watching YouTube, having
Oh,
my ball of time
yeah, man.
during that time.
You should
So
you should come up with YouTube channel at that point, because see, it sounds crazy, I don't know, but see, it's a sustain, like you sustain yourself on
yeah,
your
yeah,
own, yeah,
yeah.
without parents, without
That
any
I think
support.
that's how people are
Ah,
able to survive during that time, just to
that's
keep them busy.
yeah.
I think
Uh-huh.
we never had this quiet time in the life
Yes,
before.
yes, yes.
I think nobody does. We were
Mm.
all being, juggling
Yes,
in the
yes.
life, right? Suddenly
Yeah.
everything is stopped, like a full stop, and
Correct,
you
correct.
have to deal with yourself and
Yes, yes.
uh,
Actually, that's the beauty of the abroad studies and abroad career. See, even the pandemic is not there, most of the times, the decisions and the approach to your life should be on your own. There will be no, even though seniors, although that, it's up to you actually.
mhm, mhm.
In India, sometimes some kind of push happens from the background. You just follow that. But when you go to abroad, you are on your own terms. Whatever decision make is so. And
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
yeah. I really appreciate you on that
I
point.
agree. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah.
agree. Like you should always stick to your
Ah,
decision, no
yes,
matter
yes.
if it goes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wrong
True,
or
true,
right.
true. That's even, and on
But
top,
at least
and icing on the cake is like pandemic. It's like you have to be more organized, and you have to be more well planned. Planned in the sense, see, sustaining, it's a plan. Like, how do you sustain, like, despite everything closed outside, and you managed? Yeah, yeah. Please, yeah,
So luckily, I was able to find some job working
yeah,
online
yeah. That
at
could.
home.
Oh, oh,
So
that.
that helped me, fetch in how Canadian, employment works and how things are here, right? How is the
Mm-hmm.
culture?
Mm-hmm.
And even though I didn't work anytime in India,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
like
okay.
in a real corporate, but yeah, I used to have this knowledge from them.
Mm-hmm.
And on a side note, I was like working on my skills, how to acquire the job.
Great,
When
great.
there will be a time that market catch up,
Yeah,
it goes
it will.
normal, life will be normal, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was like planning for that, and I was like, desperately waiting for a job, to be honest with you.
Great, great, great. Yeah, that's, see, that goes for anything. See, you have been to Canada, and you, after graduating, finding a job is tough actually, especially the first job, and especially without having any experience in the IT field and the software field. Finding first job, regardless of whatever degree you do, first job is always tough. I really 100% agree on that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, after facing all the difficulties in the pandemic, you sustained yourself, you managed well, you spent some time on the part time. So you managed to find one job. So how is your day that day? So how did you find a job? What process you have been through, and what's it?
So like
Uh,
like like everybody,
uh-huh, uh-huh,
applying through different online
uh,
portals and
uh-huh,
making, LinkedIn profiles,
uh-huh, uh-huh, uh,
just having a conversation at the gym or somewhere,
yeah.
where you meet with people,
Mm-hmm,
you try to find, okay, what are the opportunities and
mm-hmm,
how to approach, how
mm-hmm,
to, especially I think I learned this,
mm-hmm,
you can't directly find from online. We don't have placements here, like
mm-hmm,
especially in Canada.
mm-hmm,
You have to work yourself, go
mm-hmm,
out and apply the jobs and get an
mm-hmm,
interview
mm-hmm,
cracked, right?
mm-hmm,
That's how things are here. Like
mm-hmm,
there is no college placement thing,
mm-hmm,
at least like my personal angle,
mm-hmm,
personal decision was having daily contacts, like someone
mm-hmm,
who's
mm-hmm,
already been working in Canada, right? So I used to talk with them and
mm-hmm,
how is the market
mm-hmm.
and what are the things you need to learn before you start work, right? Like
Okay,
all these things have been, actively finding online or, whoever I just meet with, random chat. And
man.
luckily, we have a similar phrase, like you can just talk to
You are a
someone.
You are a magician, man. Actually, I should appreciate that. See, in,
Yeah.
sustaining in pandemic itself is a tough thing, and see, yeah, see that's a good quality you are having. See, I remember beginning of our conversation coming to Canada. You have done all your homework. Looks like regardless of see, doing good in a good ecosystem, I feel that is a good thing. I mean, that's more 8 out of 10 people does that. But your situation, the kind of COVID is there, and you are on top of that you are in Canada, and on top of that you are in a different zone like job market. You don't know, and even though despite there are a lot of factors pulling you down, you did what are the basics that needs to be done to find a job. You build your network. You ask your you are so active on social platforms. You are active on in building the network, and you could able to uh, get an interview call right at the end, yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah, I will not bother you how is the interview process, out of how many rounds, all those things, because
Yeah, it's the same
I
process.
already took a lot of time from you. But yeah, I hope that interview was reasonably good, and it might satisfy your needs
Mhm,
and all
mhm.
those things. Yeah, yeah. So
So yeah, I think
great,
I
great, great.
apply like
Uh,
yeah did
uh,
pretty good amount of interviews. I
uh,
would say you can put like this.
any number, any number. It's
For the applications,
yeah.
definitely at 4 digits
Oh my, is it true?
for the applications, but
Mm,
like the phone calls, I would say it
uh,
was like around 10 to 15.
man,
So
how did you kept on applying for so many things, man? It's
uh,
man. Please,
yeah, I was
kudos
like,
to you, man.
desperate. Like, I was like,
Yeah, see,
to be honest, I
mm,
was like desperate for a job, and I was like, actively considering the market here.
mm,
It's not a huge market. Like when you
mm,
compare the
true,
market with
so true,
Hyderabad or
so true,
somewhere,
so
right?
true.
The geographical needs are different. You don't
Mm,
have,
mm,
much exposure here, right? Especially you just moved it. You don't know
yes,
what are the right ways to go with.
mm,
So I
mm,
was like, only way I know, just apply, just
mm.
send the resume in.
Okay.
No matter no matter what
Yeah.
you think, just send it. Try to send it and
If.
try to connect with people. That's why I
Mm,
think the first interview I was able to attend.
mm-hmm. Mm.
From my professor, like who referred. He got
Uh-huh.
a buddy in some company. It got referred.
Oh,
I
great.
didn't have multiple rounds. Just it was just one round,
Okay.
and I was able to do it. But somehow, personally, I choose a different company, looking at the product and stuff.
Okay, that's good actually. Actually, see, even those, uh, I mean, you are good enough to crack the interview in the one round, and then you could able to meet all the parameters what the organization is expecting from you at that point of view. So it's good that. So yeah. So even though I'm taking long, please don't mind, because
Yeah, that's fine.
it's a
That's
very
fine.
good interesting journey. I feel. See, I have interviewed a lot of. I mean, we have discussions with couple of peoples, but really, believe you are the first person from our channel who is kind of gone through a lot of these challenges in every stage. Be it, see, deciding from to go to Canada, it's a tough. Applying for visa is tough. Surviving in masters is tough. Surviving in COVID is tough. Finding a job is tough. So now actually, see, I think we are coming most to the end points actually. So now
Hmm.
you find a job, you landed, you started as a software engineer in a very we don't reputed organization. So see, all your kind of. So did you face any? See, even for my first job, I struggled a lot. Actually, it took me
Hmm.
really 3 to 6
Hmm.
months to adapt to the situations, all those things, because people are there to help me. But in your case, I believe, because at that point only market started, and it is, I believe, work from home at that point. I believe initial days.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
if if,
yeah.
if you
That's right.
for the first job, if you're doing work from home, and if you're not used to the office environment, and then your team, if you don't know them personally, it's the team building activities are less. So how did you manage on all those things, and on top of that you could able to
Mhm.
come out of this? So maybe a
So I
few
think, yeah,
minutes of that.
you're right. Yeah,
Uh,
you're right. Like,
uh,
I joined the job and it was online. You can't go to office, talk to your colleagues, have a, tea
yeah.
time, right?
Yes.
Tea
Yes.
or coffee time.
Yes. Yes.
So kind of thing happened to me. It's bit hard, like, to adapt,
Mm.
sharing your screen, working
Yeah.
remotely, right?
I'm sorry to stop
I
you.
think,
A lot of memes came at that point. Hello, can I hear you? Hello.
yeah,
What
that's
software
that's
people
so
are
tricky.
doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I mean just kidding, but
So
that we know the pain of that. Yeah. Right.
yeah, it's hard. It's
Uh,
hard. Like,
uh,
you don't have someone,
uh,
behind your shoulder to show what is this one, right?
yeah, yeah.
So it was hustling.
Mm,
So, but yeah,
mm,
eventually you'll learn from the thing. It might take bit of a time.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
And the work style where I joined, it was bit easy,
Mm-hmm,
like
mm,
in the initial days at
mm-hmm,
least,
mm-hmm,
just to understand like the business standards,
mm-hmm,
how the product development works and how are the
mm,
things here. So I
mm.
was having constant talk with my colleagues, having my feedback from my manager on
Oh,
daily
great.
basis, and I was like,
Mm-hmm,
wondering, okay, there is any space so that I can improve myself, right?
mm,
So that's that. Since this was my job
mm-hmm,
here, so I was like, exploring new things. I was like fascinating about you know
mm-hmm,
some products here, right? So I was like
mm,
actively working on it.
mm,
Although I could say a bit challenging. You
mm-hmm.
don't go to office, and
I
yeah, for a long time.
yeah. I think yeah. See, I believe like challenges you face in the job will I think you solve it pretty easily. Looking at whatever challenges you have gone through this all for three years landing in the job, I felt like whatever challenges are compare like minute challenges looks like. But of course,
Yeah.
whatever typical challenges when you go to a job first time, like all those challenges. But see, yeah, I think you have your approach to your career, your way to figure out the information is highly appreciated even in this particular phase of your life, like in the organization.
Thank
In the beginning days you approach everyone and then you figure out what is the product, how to go through it, what is the code base, all those things, and then you are able to successfully deliver the task on time. So it's good actually. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
so
thank
so
you
so
for that.
after
Yeah.
after all these things, so how is the life now? So after these 7 years
So,
of travel, you have been
so
working
I
for
would say,
last 2 years, 2.5 years now, I believe.
yeah, close to 3 to 4 years,
3 to 4. So now
three to four years.
after
Yeah,
all
you
this,
lose the number
yeah,
once you got
come on,
across
come on.
3 years, right?
So
So
what's
yeah,
your
but
what's your feeling now after all this journey? I don't know. I think you have gone past from beginning to now. I don't know how you're feeling now, but so what it feels like all these years now. So are you in a good space now? So you are enjoying you're in the best phase of your career, or you have any plans to upskill yourself?
mhm,
What is your
mhm.
current thought process is now?
So currently, like, I think the position where I've been, like, I moved to different projects
Mm-hmm.
to explore myself, learn
Mm-hmm.
new things,
Mm-hmm.
get daily basis challenges.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's not like you should always be in a comfort zone. You should keep yourself updated when you
True,
are
true.
working, especially in IT.
True, true, true,
Things
true.
are developing really fast. Like, I
Yes.
think 6 months ago you don't know what is
Yeah, yeah.
something like chat gpt, or
Yeah, no.
like the latest things are
Mm-hmm.
getting updated, the
Mm-hmm.
drastic changes.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you're working in IT, you should like cope up with these changes.
Uh-huh.
And not everything you can learn,
Mm-hmm.
but something just keep
True.
you
Mm-hmm.
motivated on daily basis to acquire
Mm-hmm.
a new skill set. So that's what I was doing,
Mm.
wearing multiple hats in the company, trying
Great.
trying be the
Yeah.
budding budding guy, so that I
Sure,
used to
sure.
do that. But going forward, like, I'm trying to learn, like, upskill myself to
Mm-hmm.
learn different things, and be in a better
Mm-hmm.
career, I would
Mm-hmm.
say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was planning. And
Mm-hmm.
here, I think staying for a long time here,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what I felt, the like work life balance was really good when
Okay.
you're working in overseas,
Okay.
especially. No
Okay.
complaints to anybody, but yeah, this is my personal,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
personal
Yeah, yeah.
experience.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
have exposure working in India, so I think this
true,
is good
true.
here, especially the company I'm working with. Maybe I'm
Mm-hmm.
fortunate to have those guys.
Yeah, come
So
on, come on. Yeah, work-life balance always matters actually. But that gives there it is like a window is more for the work-life balance. Lot of people gives for
mhm, mhm,
the
mhm.
lifestyle, everything, health, everything, and work. It's work is just a part of your life. It's not your entire life there. Yeah. So it's good that you have certain plans in your mind. You want to upskill yourself, and then you want to kind of be challenge every day, and then you want to upskill yourself and in a different projects and different manners and different roles in the organization. That's great. That's great. You have planned your career. So one last segment I would touch
Mhm,
today is like this is kind of bit from the visa process point of view. So now let's say a lot of people say the Canadian part, the journey from the Canada also will get you exposure few advantages to the USA. Like I don't know,
mhm, mhm,
I don't know
mhm.
much on that. Maybe quickly, just one
Uh,
last word
mhm.
on that. So yeah, what do you feel like? What are the advantages one will
So
get in?
I think it's debatable, but it's
Uh
bit
huh.
easy comparing it to different countries because it is closer to US, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Canadian,
Mm-hmm.
they share a border, like
Mm-hmm.
longest border in the world. Like
Oh,
the both countries are together,
okay.
just separated by a imaginary line, right?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So they have some treaties. I think, if I'm not wrong, NATO, like North
Mm-hmm.
American
Mm-hmm.
Treaty Organization. So they
Mm-hmm.
share, different opportunities between them in terms of
Oh.
visa, like we
Mm-hmm.
do with Nepal or some neighboring countries, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So the same thing happens here. It's bit easy if
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to move from Canada to USA.
Mm-hmm.
Although the struggle would be same
Mm-hmm.
or different, I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But considering you would have more chances.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah. That's fair enough actually. Yeah, maybe we'll talk in some other talks more details on it, but maybe I just want to just
Yeah, sure.
touch one maybe one or little words on that so it will be like will now we give a very fruitful kind of thing. Yeah. But man, I think we're coming to the end of the discussion. Now, see, I'm very happy and glad today that you have been spent your time on our channel and you have really shared really very good information because it's no matter what. So one three things I would like to bring up your journey. What I observed is like you have stick to what you have believed actually. That is the first key thing I
Mhm,
believed
mhm,
right from your you decided to go to Canada and you stick to it regardless of whatever the noise in the background happened to you. And same thing in the coursework, you did it, and then same thing in the COVID period, you stick to it, and same thing in the career phase. So I think that's a very good quality to have, like sticking what you believe. So if you're not believing, others can't believe you. So you believed in yourself, you stick to it, you have whatever hardships are there, whatever obstacles you are able to cross them in every phase of your. Of course, I don't know before BTech what of course
it's
before
a
Canada.
normal hustle. It's not an hustle
Yeah,
comparing to
yeah,
being
yeah,
here, but yeah.
yeah. So it's highly appreciate. So I definitely believe whoever are watching this or who will be later, I definitely they will get definitely be motivated, and so at least they will get whatever fear they have, whatever kind of dogmas they have about Canada career, abroad studies, and its benefits. So I think at least your journey from that perspective has cleared a lot of things, and I personally believe like you have a lot of. I wish you a lot of success to your life and from
Mhm.
career
Thank
point
you.
of view, personal point of view. I definitely believe one thing I would say, an advice, don't take it as advice. Keep doing whatever you're doing. That's all I can say.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
I am not in a phase even to give you advice on what you have gone through
No,
a
no,
lot.
no. Always, you
Yeah,
should always. You never know, right? It's
that's why
good
I
to
said.
have.
The one word I can say, keep rocking, keep doing what you're doing, keep believing in what you're doing, and I wish you many more success to you and in all aspects of your life. And definitely we might meet some other day if we have a chance. Okay, okay, we can meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything you want to say from your end
Yeah,
as a last
thanks,
point?
thanks for the kind words, and I'm
Uh-huh.
glad, like I'm talking on this YouTube channel, sharing my
Oh.
little bit hustle,
Hey, yeah, yeah.
settling in abroad.
Sure, sure,
But
sure.
I think everybody has their own, hustle or
Mm-hmm.
struggles in their life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all you should see oversee, you know, there should be some aim, and you should
Mm.
never go back. Like, you should not
Definitely.
put your legs in two boats. Just go. You have only one, just go with that.
True, true.
And
Yes.
I used to follow this thing personally,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
True,
how I was, having all these years here. And
true, true.
thanks talking to you,
Hey, come on.
brother. Funny.
No,
Yeah.
no problem, brother.
It's a good, good time
Mm-hmm,
having
mm-hmm.
a chat. I don't know.
Hey, no, no,
I didn't
it's
feel this is like some kind of interview or something. It was a
it's
normal call we
normal.
usually have with
Sure,
him.
sure. Yeah, it's sometimes it's really feel good like what you have been through. It feels at the end of some lighter kind of vein, like okay, you have shared all your experience to someone. So it's like it remembers who you are, and it also kind of remembers what you need to do. It also kind of help you what to. Yeah, I think we can keep talking like this for hours and hours, so I don't want to okay, but fine, one final word. Thanks a lot, Vishwanath, for joining, and then I really wish you all the best. And yeah, on that, viewers, I hope everyone enjoyed this session from Vishwanath. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please mention in the, I mean, if you have any queries, anything, please do mention in the comment section. Until now, have a good night. Take care. Bye bye. Bye.
Should we go for the subscribe thing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. That will a kind of small note will be
Yeah.
coming in it. Yeah.